Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours. These days are ours. Share them with me. Goodbye, gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. It feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of PNN.
This week on PNN we have a cross-country season update. Volleyball is playing the district finals. We'll talk about the upcoming 4-H levy, look in on our book club, and find out how our football game against East Knox went.
But first, let's take a look at the recent drug-free Hire Me rally in Marion.
Alright, we are here today to celebrate that everybody here present is drug-free, and that's a huge accomplishment for people our age.
If you haven't heard it today, please know that we acknowledge your commitment in the face of adversity. We support you, and we're very proud of you.
What compelled you to come out and speak today?
I was given the honor by Tri-Rivers Career Center to MC this event, which was a lot of fun. Having an addiction is like loving someone who will never love you back. It will leave you feeling empty and wanting more, and that's what the addiction is.
So that's why it's vital for you to make positive choices now, so that when you go off and do awesome things to help change our world, to go take different career paths, you're making right choices so that you can get that dream job that you want to have. And it all starts here, right now in high school, making positive choices.
So I thought it was awesome that I was able to speak on some of the experiences I had and say, yo, like, making positive choices can help you open an ice cream shop, do a bunch of cool stuff with your life, meet cool people. So yeah, I was super excited. It was a great time.
It has to deal with a lot of my own self-conscious. So before, I was not a great public speaker. So, and that's something that I'm striving to make better. And that's what really caused me to come out here to try to better myself as well as better other people. Being drug-free is a lot more than just saying, hey, I don't do drugs. It's actually the reason why most people get jobs. And right now, there's such a lack of people in jobs because you simply can't just pass a drug test.
Every single one of you here, including myself, we are the future of this world, of this state, of this city, of this community. So that means that we are the ones that are going to be making the change and making the future that we want to see. It is so important that every single one of you understand that. Because the change that we want to see in this world will come from every single one of you.
This was Bailey Kilgore reporting for PNN.
So, what individuals do you think could qualify for state this year in cross country?
For state specifically, I think Loie Halloran has a pretty good chance, KMAC champ. I also think a guy named Mason White, yeah, that's his name. He's been there last year, so his odds and statistics, chances of getting there again are pretty good.
What qualities do these individuals possess that make them able to do this?
Well, obviously they have to have some sort of genetics. If you look at both sets of parents, Loie's dad was a very successful runner. Mason's parents were both college athletes, so they're very successful. You have to have determination. You have to be stubborn, especially be a distance runner, because you're out there putting in miles when everyone else is, you know, eating bonbons and doing whatever else they're doing, you know what I mean? So dedicated to the sport, dedicated to their health and their well-being.
And finally, what has made this year's team more successful than the past couple years?
Well, one is their, good leadership. They work very hard. They get along with one another. Usually they're a pretty tight group. So, if you're a family, you're going to fight for family more than you're going to fight for some stranger or some other guy that's just on the team.
How do you feel knowing that you've played your last home game?
It's really sad knowing that I'll never play in front of the student section on our home court again and run out of our locker room and have all the Cardington fans if they can't travel for tournaments.
Are you happy with how we've been doing in the tournaments thus far?
Yeah, so far we've done really well. We got the 2 seed in the district, which was our goal. And if we win against Columbus Academy, we'll be the first team in Cardington history to make it to a district final.
Your high school volleyball career is almost over if we lose. So how do you feel knowing that it could be over in this next game?
It's really sad because I just love my teammates and my coaches, but I still will hopefully get to play in college, and it won't be terribly sad.
So, there's a levy coming up, and we have the opportunity to talk with students as well as other individuals about what 4-H means to them and what this levy is all about.
It provides a great experience for kids at a young age because 4-H starts at 3rd grade level, and people, when you think 4-H, you would probably most likely think it's just for livestock like cows or pigs or rabbits, stuff like that. But I mean, there's plenty of other things you can be involved in 4-H. You can take woodworking projects, you can take poster boards for your club. There's a lot of things you can do. It's, like I said, it's a great experience for young people. It's been a huge benefit to me. I'm pretty sure I joined as soon as I could. When I was in 3rd grade, I was anxious to join, and once I got in, I was in the same club for up till high school, and I was really proud of it. And I showed animals my entire life through the club, and I was president up to my last 2 years, and it really taught me good work ethics and showed me how to run a meeting, and it really helped form and shape my personality that I have today.
Hi, I'm Jackie Smith, and I am an extension educator at the Delaware County office. I work with Ag and Natural Resources and 4-H. Something that is really going to impact the county if the levy doesn't pass is the ability to get adult farmer education. We all think about 4-H and how 4-H could be impacted, but there's many other programs that happen, such as pesticide safety education, as well as forage testing for livestock and hay and forage quality, as well as master gardeners make and take wreath classes. So there's lots of other programs that happen instead of just 4-H. Since I work at the Delaware County office, it's very important that the Marion County levy passes, because if it doesn't, then some of the kids in my Delaware County program aren't allowed to show anymore. There's some kids who live in the Marengo area that go to Buckeye Valley, and they choose to show and participate in 4-H through the Delaware County. And it's very important that I want everyone to pass this levy.
If the levy doesn't pass this year, then that would take away all of the 4-H extensions from Marion County. There's a lot of kids involved in 4-H, and if the levy doesn't pass, it's going to take away a big part of today's youth. There's a lot of kids involved with that, and there's also a lot of kids involved with the Junior Fair Board. Getting rid of this levy will take out all the kids helping with the Junior Fair Board, and that's a big part that helps out with the fair, and without that, the fair is going to have a hard time running this year and next, and so on and so forth.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Porteous. I am the school librarian. I am the one that is always trying to talk you into reading a good book. And if you don't like to read, it's because you haven't found the right book yet.
So, Ms. Porteous, what is book club?
Book club is a group of students interested in reading, interested in books, obviously. Very casual. We suggest books to each other. We make an attempt to all read the same books, and then we talk about them, watch movies, eat junk food. It's fun.
Very fun. How might students benefit from book club?
One of the things I like about book club is that there's a lot of kids that might not normally hang out with each other that come to book club. So, you make new friends. You're also exposed to some new authors or new genres that you might normally not want to read. And it's just kind of a nice break in the day. Plus, they get to hang out with me.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to hang out with you.
Oh.
So, how does one join book club?
Just show up. And, if you come and you don't like it, then don't show up again. It's very casual.
When and where does book club meet?
We meet here in the library every other Friday at lunchtime.
Hello, this is PNN here, and this is our highlight reel for the 2019 East Knox game. Here we have Nate Hickman throwing a 36-yard pass to Trey Branninger. We have Joe Denny running it in for a touchdown. Here we have Nate Hickman throwing a 32-yard pass to Trey Branninger for a first down. Here we have Nick McAvoy and Aiden Plowman on the tackle for number 4. Here we have Nate Hickman throwing the ball to Zach Lester and running it out of bounds. Here we have Nate throwing a pass to Cody Hyatt. Here we have Nate Hickman throwing a pass to Trey Branninger for 14 yards. Here we have Aiden Plowman running it in for a Pirate touchdown. Even though the game was 65-30 East Knox, we played really hard. Good job, Pirates.